Subrata Roy hits back. Counsel of the company and Subrata Roy says that Sebi is factually incorrect in calling Subrata Roy director of the two Sahara companies, which, remember, owes about 24,000 crore rupees to the investors. Says Sebi has no independent powers to attach bank accounts and properties. Ashwin Mohan now joins in with more details on this development. Ashwin, good to have you on the show. Now, first of all, on what grounds has Subrata Roy's counsel really retaliated and challenged Sebi?
Well, Nisha, as we speak, there's heated courtroom action going on currently at the Securities Appellate Tribunal in Mumbai between the legal teams of Subrata Roy and Sebi. As you correctly pointed out, Subrata Roy has challenged Sebi's order that sought to attach his personal bank accounts and his personal demat accounts and also his movable and immovable properties. And they have moved the Securities Appellate Tribunal, and today's hearing is, of course, about what their defense is. Primarily, there are three clear-cut arguments that Subrata Roy's counsel has forwarded. Number one, according to him, Subrata Roy was not a director or is not a director of the two Sahara Group companies that are under the scanner for illegally raising money from the investors. That's, of course, Sahara Housing Finance and Sahara India Real Estate. So he's saying that since Subrata Roy is not a director of these two Sahara Group companies, therefore, there is no personal liability. So that's the first argument. The second argument is that Sebi does not have any independent power to initiate coercive recovery or go ahead and initiate attachment proceedings. And the third main argument is that based on the Supreme Court order, Sebi has no power to act against individuals, but it can only act against Sahara Group companies. So that, in a nutshell, is the kind of argument that Subrata Roy's counsel is trying to impress the SAT with today.
Right, Ashwin, earlier Sebi had moved the Supreme Court seeking the arrest of Subrata Roy, and they had also sought the Supreme Court nod to really impound the passport of Subrata Roy. Now, help us understand that on what grounds has the counsel questioned Sebi's powers on the attachment of properties and all these things when the Supreme Court gave a go-ahead to the regulator to take tough action against the company and the promoter?
That's an interesting point that you brought up, Nisha, because it was in fact also mentioned by one of the members of the Securities Appellate Tribunal today. He clearly asked Subrata Roy's counsel that if the Supreme Court has given all the powers to Sebi to go ahead and initiate recovery proceedings, then why is Sahara objecting to it? To that, Subrata Roy's counsel pointed out that according to the Supreme Court order, it had given Sebi the authority to legally go ahead and initiate proceedings. Now, under that particular argument, Subrata Roy's counsel has told the Securities Appellate Tribunal that Sebi does not have any independent power to go ahead and attach properties. What it has powers, of course, is to first go to a magistrate, get a nod from the magistrate, and then go ahead and independently attach properties. So therefore, what Sahara is trying to say is that even though Sebi has been given freedom by the Supreme Court, they're not going about it in a legal manner.